Previously on Twilight's Edge. In the city of West Crown, an ensemble of interesting individuals flock to Vizio's Tavern on a late summer day. Though each of them are here for their own reasons, Nico, Lowen, Flint, Sombra, and Sakun soon find themselves linked together amongst plans to fight shadowy creatures, bring a gang of hellspawn to justice, recover captured kobolds, and perhaps attempt rebellion? There is not much time for these protagonists of our tale to get accustomed to each other as a group of hellknights approach the tavern to dispense cruel justice in the way of the Order of the Rag.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second episode of the Tumble Through podcast.
Are we not doing that anymore? Am I doing that? Thank you. There we go. I thought I might.
And our playthrough of the Council of Thieves Adventure Path, Twilight's Edge. I am your GM, Krafu Bernal. My pronouns are he, him. And I'm super excited to get into this shit.
Yeah. I am playing Sombra, a fetchling monk. My name is Aida. My pronouns are she and her. Sombra's pronouns are she and they.
Kia ora, everyone. I am playing Nico, a Matangi orc druid. Both our pronouns are he, him. They also have a little familiar called Fugo, who is in a predicament, listening on.
Hi there, I'm Marcus, pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Zekun, whose pronouns are also he, him, and he's an orc in the back of a bar who is not knowing what the hell is going on.
Hi, I'm Anna. I use they, them pronouns, and I'll be playing Lowen, he, they pronouns, a Nephilim hellspawn wizard who is a bit concerned about his ex-assistant walking in the way he did.
Hi, I'm Pan, pronouns he, they, she, and I'm playing Flint, pronouns he, they. He is a ruffian rogue kobold, bronze dragon scale actually, and he's confused, but he's ready to scrap. He's always ready to scrap.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? Do you know what the heck you just dropped us into? It's not okay. Things are not okay. They're wonderful. Please give it to me more.
As we come back into the bar, Morris, the young teenager here, has just shouted, "The Hell Knights are coming!" And with that, most people in the bar sort of say, "What the fuck?" and stand up and just start rushing for the door. There is quite a rush around here. Nico, you're still sitting at the table where you were having a nice having drinks with Viti when Viti just suddenly got up and went over to this teenager who looks kind of roughed up and who's also now standing next to a Nephilim person. What are you doing?
I am a little bit anxious, so I'm gonna come up. Viti, do you know this person? What's going on?
Morris, sorry, slow down. The Hell Knights are coming. Why? They nabbed Ariel. Well, actually, the Datari nabbed us, and then they're holding him right now, and the Hell Knights, they're trying to get custody of him. And, well, I'm so stupid. I led them right here.
You're not stupid. You should hide.
I think there's a back room. Come. I saw some people go back there. Just get back there.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you.
Nico's right. Morris, we need to take the back.
Go hide in the back. Hurry up.
All right.
I'll stay here and pretend I didn't see you. I don't know who you are, but if you're a friend of Viti, you're a friend of mine.
No, Nico. And Viti grabs your hand, Nico. If you're here when they come, they'll take you.
I'd like to see them try, Viti. I'd like to see them try.
No, you're coming with.
Get in the back room.
Nico, come on.
No.
Fuck. And him and Morris head off to the back room.
That's kind of hot.
Oh, Flex.
Lowen Lowen, you're standing next to this orcish guy who's being all macho.
I think Lowen's not really paying him much, but I think Lowen would go to one of the shutters to sort of carefully like lift it a little bit, just to peek through and see if he can see anything.
You definitely like hear the stomping of armor-clad boots coming down the streets, and you can see the patrons of the bar now like fleeing and immediately like going off. Like as soon as they hear the direction, they like turn and start booking it for the opposite direction. You know, these people are most likely innocent, but if the Order of the Rack is coming, no one wants to have to prove their innocence on the rack.
Right. I think Lowen sees that and realizes that there's not really any way that he can get out of here. At least he doesn't want to leave Morris in here. Also because he doesn't know any of it. Other people, he doesn't know what they can do and how good they are at fighting and stuff like that. So I think they sort of turn. Is at this point, is everyone like left? Is it just me and Nico in this space right now?
The place is emptying out.
Emptying
and
out
fast.
real quick. Okay.
You see Zyvan like lift he's still sitting down at the table you were at.
Yeah.
And he lifts up his wine glass and just like it's half full, literally just sits and swallows it down.
What a legend.
Chugging is a crass term for what he's doing.
Fair enough.
He's just letting it flow down his
Sloop.
throat.
A sloop?
Man, he's really slooping that.
You gotta aerate the wine.
He stands, nods to you, and then moves his hands in like a arcane manner. You can see these shadows spring up around him as he teleports out of here.
Lowen just sort of rolls his eyes and sighs. Coward.
God, that's so cool.
And he will turn sort of to Nico and it's like, you don't want to leave?
I kind of want to leave. Do you want to leave?
No. Got someone I care about in here.
Well, yeah, same, but your friend just bamfed out of here.
Friend is a generous term. Forget about him. We should prepare. Should we barricade the door? Perhaps?
Absolutely. And I'm already like, I've got my spear out and I'm putting it through the handles.
Right. I'm gonna try and find some tables to sort of shove against the door.
I've left someone very important in that back room as well. So once these are barricaded, I'm gonna go back and collect them.
The backroom door opens again. This room is getting kind of full now. As Zekun, Flint, and Sombra, you see Sombra, you see Morris come in, as well as a green-haired man.
Sombra rushes up and immediately just grabs Morris by the collar and almost picks him up a bit. Where the fuck did you go? Are you okay? Where is he?
Everyone is looking, and Genevan comes over as well, and immediately, like, it looks very displeasing at the way you're handling him.
Where is he? I need to go get him. Where the fuck did they take him?
You can't, Morris says. The Tari at the moment are negotiating with the Hell Knights. They're probably going to hand him over to the Order of the Rack.
What? And I just turn around and I glare at Fios again. What the fuck did you get me into? We need to get him back.
But worse things worse, they're coming here now.
You little... Oh.
I'm sorry, they followed me, Genevan.
Get to the corner and get behind the barrel now.
Excuse me, Genevan says to you. I'm in charge here. And she turns like towards that corner and that barrel, and moves the barrel off of that spot, and you immediately spy a trapdoor there. Okay, here is where we're all going.
Flint looks at Yakko and says, "You have some weird friends."
She shrugs. Technically, I'm the weirdest, but sure.
That remains to be seen.
Anyone who does not want to be captured, interrogated by the Order of the Rack, Genevan says, you can flee here into the sewers.
Apparently they're quite clean.
You.
Where the hell do you come from?
Well, I've been here all along. I was on...
The exit's over there. Go. And I point over to that trapdoor.
Talking to me?
There are Hell Knights coming. You want to get toasted? You've seen what they can do? You from around here?
No, I'm not from...
Why are there hell knights coming?
I'm going to give you a head start. And I look around to Genevan. Go.
Okay. Morris, Fiosa, you're with me.
Vidi, what are you doing, Vidi? What do you want to do?
Vidi and Fiosa both hesitate. Nico, you should go. I'll stay behind.
No, you're not getting taken. No way.
It stands to reason that if the Hell Knights aren't here yet and we can all leave, we should probably just all leave. I don't know what's going on, but you lot don't want to get caught.
This person's making sense.
Yeah, I don't know you guys, but it seems like you've all got some beef with the Hell Knights. I also have beef with the Hell Knights. I don't want to get caught by the Hell Knights if I can get my beef out. We should all go.
Go. I'll take up the vanguard. Go.
Good.
Fiosa, I won't let them touch you. Never again.
The halfling woman nods as she looks up at you.
Fiosa, please, for the love, do not get caught. I cannot take any more of seeing that again. Do not get
I think
caught.
Flint looks at Sombra and says, I need her safe and well for some information. So until that's done, you can rely on me to keep your friends safe. But Fiosa, you're going to definitely owe me after this, whatever
Not
this
a
is.
hair on her head or foot gets singed.
Ravaja, you should go with them. Try to keep them safe.
Ravaja nods. And in Orcish, she says, "This is exactly what I was trying to avoid."
And Sakun responds in common, we don't always pick the battles we want to fight, but it looks like we're in one now.
And she sort of looks up and looks at Nico, who's just appeared in the doorway, and is a little like, Nico gives you a look like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I was on a first drinks outing with a friend. But I also see that Zakun is here, and I'm like...
Wait, hang on. What?
Spider-Man meme.
Spider-Man meme.
Ravaja leads the way down. She's got dark vision, and Fiosa follows behind. And once she gets down, you can see a flare of torchlight from down below. Morris and Viti follow as well, which leaves Genevan, that's not a part of the PCs. Yes?
Is anyone else in that room? Hold on, I'll check. Stomp, 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 stomp.
You see a Nephilim man, like, trying to pull, like, tables and chairs in front of the door.
Yeah. I think if Lowen hears footsteps, he sort of stops and he looks around and is like, are you gonna help or are you gonna have a tea party in there?
Valiant effort. You've bought us 30 seconds. There's a back exit if you want to come with us.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. And he just stops doing what he's doing and just goes to the back room.
But, I gotta give credit where credit's due. You had a thought. Much more than a lot of other people here.
Hey, that's my spear.
I think...
So fuck you. I swore for the first time. Didn't take long.
Sombra ain't see shit. Sombra just saw like a pretty, if I may say so, a pretty twink like barricade. I'm like,
Pretty twink.
Oh, he's taking offense to that one.
Ida says, not Sombra.
I know. Fair enough. But
It's my type, it's okay.
I will say, Sambra's comment, he just looks sort of amused. Doesn't say anything, just gets like an amused sort of look, and then just walks into the back room. And then I guess sees everyone, and also sees, I guess, gives like a bit of a dirty look to Flint because cops.
Yeah, he's used to
But
it.
doesn't really see. He just sort of walks in and he goes, looks around like, good afternoon. I heard we're going on a trip.
Fugo, like,
Fugo, where are you?
Fugo climbs up Nico's body, and, like, all of you suddenly see this tiny mushroom being on his shoulder who just, like...
Wow, there's sure a lot going on behind locked doors.
Yeah, I think we should probably get out of here before those locked doors get smashed in by the Hell Knights, yeah?
And immediately with that you hear banging on the barricaded door out front.
All right, we're out.
Yeah. Lowen hears banging and he's gonna go down the steps.
Yeah.
He's like, nah.
Sombra indeed is going to be the last one, intends to be the last one to go. As Sombra's just sort of hanging at the doorway of the back room, turning her head as people duck into the corridor and watching the wooden doors just kind of bulge with every bang as all the furniture and the spheres just sort of shudder forward every bang. She's getting nervous, but she's holding to the resolve that she will be the last one out.
As we're getting down, just to make sure that we have enough lighting, Zakun will summon up a little orb of light that hovers around him to shed some light into this actual darkness over this proverbial darkness.
The sewer tunnels here are very narrow, 5 feet wide, and 5 feet tall.
Ooh.
Yes,
Ouch.
I got a
my
duck.
tall friend. Most people here, except for our smaller sized friends,
Flint and Yoko are fine. Flint and Yoko are just wandering through.
and Fiosa, and you can see we're at like a 3-way intersection here.
Oh, hey, Zakun. Fancy seeing you in here in a clandestine situation.
You can believe me, Nico. I did not want to have it end up like this, but
And I slap you on the shoulder and I believe you. Of course I believe you.
I'm also a little bit interested on how you ended up here. Are you not a food vendor?
I was on on first drink scenario.
First drink scenario.
Yes.
I remember the times I did those.
It's not what you... well, I don't know what you were thinking, but
Is he cute?
maybe it was. Yeah, he's cute.
15 looks over. Now's not the time, gentlemen.
I would wonder that it is the time for a little bit of explanations. Why are there hell knights coming to this bar?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually,
I
Zakun.
agreed.
Because we're in fucking West Crown, Sombra says as she comes back up the back. I'd like to say that Sombra would have also tried to, even though she's the last one leaving the door, she would have tried to put the barrel as close as possible to that trapdoor.
I would like to point out that before Flint left, he took that wooden coin of the bastards as he went down with it.
Very smart. I will say, Sombra, as you pull the trapdoor down behind you, you go down, you walk about, it's a single file tunnel that's about 20 feet, and then we come out into this 3-way intersection that has a little bit of space so that we can look at each other. As soon as you come out, Genevan shuts the door behind you and bars it. It was barrable from both ends so that random sewer people weren't just sewer people, weren't just coming in. Yeah.
Sewer people.
Title of the session.
Sewer people, right?
Sewer people.
I like that.
Random
Random
sewer
sewer
people.
people.
Yeah.
Random sewer people, because I rolled everything on the random encounter table.
Did you?
I did.
Because we're in West Crown, that's why there's Hell Knights coming after us.
Because, Genevan says, they suspect Ariel of being a rebel. We're not rebels. She eyes Ravaja and Zakun as she says this. We're just concerned citizens. We want to make this a better place. But the Order of the Rack, they don't like anyone who stands against the status quo.
Standing against the status quo, the Order of the Rack, concerned citizens. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of faces here I don't know at this point, and we seem to be in a fairly dangerous situation. I need some honesty and some clarity at this point.
We don't have long. They'll find the trapdoors soon. But I can promise you, once we get to the safe house, everything will be answered.
Safe house? Now we're dealing with safe house?
Let's move. I can't. And I just sort of gesture to Fiosa.
Sorry, just who are you exactly? You just came in here and started making a lot of noise.
The Tatari is asking a fair question. You're putting on a lot of pressure here.
I don't really answer to the Tatari. Let's move.
Yeah, you're going to answer this, Tatari. Well, I'm not moving in with you otherwise.
Just from a personal kind of view, you came in really loud and bolshy. So, who are you? Just as a matter of politeness.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. What a fine dandy group I have here. My name is Sombra.
Nice to meet you, Sombra.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Samba.
Hi, I'm Nico.
I'm Zakun.
Lowen just sort of watches it. I think every time Sombra speaks, Lowen just smiles. He already loves this person.
face is snarling.
Look, Sombra, before we move on, just need to know, you're obviously not with the Hell Knights. Whatever this is going on here, you're with...
Don't you ever fucking insinuate that I'm with the Hell Knights.
No need to swear.
Also, I didn't. I said you're obviously not with the Hell Knights. That's the opposite of insinuating you're with
Water is wet, grass is green, any other obvious things you want to point out.
Yeah, you're fucking annoying is what I point out. I think he gets up in her face as well.
Okay. Hey, we're all in a bit of a challenging situation here. Someone mentioned a safe house. We can carry on with the pleasantries as we go. Let's
Yes, we don't have much time, Genevan says.
Once Fiosa and the others here are safe, we'll talk.
That sounds reasonable. Also, I have to say I would prefer getting out of these rather cramped sewers rather earlier than later.
Yes. Genevan points to 2 marks. One on the left corridor and one on the right corridor. And you can see that drawn on the wall in chalk is a sigil of a sword. And it's pointing down the direction of the tunnel. The sword always points to the direction of the safe house. We can't all go together. These tunnels are far too cramped.
Okay, I need to ask. Who here, if needs be, can put up a distraction? Who here can buy time?
Buy time in what way?
Buy time for who?
If the fiery assholes come through, I will buy as much time as I can to get Fiosa and the brat and anyone else that needs to go. I need someone to stand with me, to record my legend and shit.
Well, hold on. We're in a cramped situation. They can only come down one at a time anyway.
Aye.
Which will make it easier to defend this point here.
Yeah.
Sombra raises a fair point.
So we could just defend a point here.
But not all of us need to do that.
Genevan nods. The majority of this group, and she points at all the NPCs behind her, can't fight. You all seem able-bodied, and you seem to care. If you wouldn't mind.
We will find you. Go.
Fine.
Yako, lead the way. And the gnomish woman sort of nods, for the first time looking very serious.
Yeah. I look at Yako for, if she's cool with it, I'm cool with it. She's my only contact here anyway.
She says, I'll see you, buddy.
You got a cool haircut, by the way.
She grabs the torch from Fiosa and heads off to down the left tunnel, leading Fiosa, Morris, Viti. Ravaja looks at you, Zekun.
Well, she was already with the first group, right? Wasn't she already going ahead?
Yeah, she was. And she says in Orcish, I will see you topside, brother.
Zekun goes in for this very clear, this kind of where he grabs with his hand, he grabs her lower arm, and she grabs his, and they pull each other in for this close shoulder hug, shoulder touch, and he replies in Orcish, topside, sister.
And they head off. VT looks at Nico and just sort of mouths, good luck.
Yeah. Go safely. We'll continue our conversation another time.
He nods.
Eye on the prize.
Genevan says, if you head down here, your light will lead them to you. There's an open space where you might be able to maneuver more tactically.
Noted. Keep them safe. Keep her safe. Go.
Thank you. And
Go!
They leave.
Watches that ass leave.
I think Lowen sort of looks at the others and is like, well, I imagine my afternoon to be different, but might be entertaining.
You have been awfully quiet so far. What is your name?
My name is Lowen, and I'm just observing. I find that more useful than talking sometimes.
You're a doer. You think.
I do think.
What else are you good at?
I know some magic, if that helps.
That helps. Rest of you, what do you do? And Sombra looks down at their hands and at their arms, at their gear.
I'm a medic. I patch people up. And I talk.
Bedside manner and such. Next.
I look over at Flint.
Yeah, I think Flint is also looking and is like, I don't know you, Sombra. So keep in mind that when it comes to fighting, I'll help fight. But I don't think I owe you any information other than that.
Sombra actually makes a note of looking down, she pushes her head down, and sort of looks at your general build, and you see her lean in close to look at your hands. You mentioned they were bandaged.
So you get close to him?
I duck down. I don't like get into your face, but I make it very clear I'm observing you. I am like trying to look
I don't think he likes that. I think it's a mouthful of teeth in your face, and he's like, back up.
Okay.
Fighting each other already. This is going to be wonderful.
And other friend?
Well, yeah, I'm a cook.
Great.
Great.
And I'm a Leshy.
Gods!
From his stuff, he's got like a pot lid, and he gets a pot lid and like puts it over his arm as a shield. What do you do? Looks at you, Sombra.
I do what needs to get done. In the shadows. Quickly. And if someone gets in my way, I sort of open my palms and spread them out to you.
I
And
look
you
at them
see
closely.
this rough, bandaged. If you see through the bandages, they're really calloused hands.
Oh, you like work out?
Yeah, work out.
There is banging from the door that we barred.
Sombra pulls out from the small of her back a small wooden shield that looks like a barrel top, but it has reinforced handles that immediately go under one arm as well.
We should indeed get ready. Draw whatever arms you have.
Flint also draws their rapier.
So I imagine that you moved down the right corridor to the direction that Genevan, and you have a map. So the tunnel east is where you came from. And then there are 2 tunnels heading north from this sort of like intersection of several tunnels where you can sort of space out. And the ceiling here goes up to 10 feet. Yes, in this small intersection. And there's another tunnel going south. The water appears green in the light. Probably, I would say it's like a lot of algae, maybe? Because green, yeah, I mean, like, if you're thinking sewage, green's not necessarily the best.
Yeah, is there a role to, like, investigate to make sure this is, like, safe? Not clean, but, like, not like, we're not in poo water.
You won't even make you roll for it, especially as a Datari. The sewers are actually pretty clean, and I'm going to say, like, because of the algae and because of other things down here.
Green is kind of turquoise. Turquoise is kind of blue. Water is supposed to be blue, so everything's fine.
Yeah, I mean, to people, there's sea green.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it, I guess. Right side.
And feel free to roll initiative.
Here
we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
TPK.
So Sombra's going in front, because then Flint will take up, like, just to the side of her.
Sombra's towards the front.
Yeah.
Sombra's not exactly charging towards the Hell's Knight, but she is aiming to be towards the front.
As soon as you move yourselves into these positions in this intersection, the door bursts open and you see 4 Hell Knight armatures burst through. It's hard to tell in their armor because they all have the sort of very similar forms, but you can tell that some are male and some are female because the order of the rack armor, and this is the stylistic choice we've taken due to a misinterpretation of the description of their armor.
I still like it a lot.
The description of their armor is that it has lots of exposed musculature, and I think it's supposed to mean the armor is drawn in ways to make it look like musculature. Pan and I decided that it's full of boob windows, and
Because these guys are all like, it's about the strength. They're all like, I work out hard, check out how tough I look.
I dig it.
So, and they have these very sleek, distinctless helmets on. But again, this black armor, boob windows, like hip windows, and their black cloaks fall to tatters behind them, signifying this is all supposed to be sort of torture-esque.
It's very BDSM, right? Is that what we're going for? Yeah.
Totally. And on the front of their armor, you can see the symbol of the Order of the Rack, this circular rack. Zekun, you are first.
Better be some nipple chains or else I'm flipping the table.
That's for the boss fights.
That's for Patreon content.
There you go. Exactly.
Zekun is standing right behind Sombra and Flynn, watching these Hell Knights coming down into the sewers from the east. And he's looking at these new companions and remembering these calloused hands that Sombra showed the group. And Zeku knows what these are a sign of. He knows what they're worth. And so as his first action, he's going to put a golden glowing hand on Sombra's shoulder and is actually going to cast guidance on Sombra to put some more energy into this fighter. Once that is done, he takes a look at this very first Hell Knight coming down in this nice conga line of doom approaching us. And he's going then with that golden energy that he's put onto Sombra, he pulls back his hand, and then both of his hands glow with light. And he's firing a divine lance at the first Hell Knight approaching. That is a total of 12. There was a 5 on the die. I'm going to reroll that with one of my hero points. We can't have it start this way. But we rolled down to an 11 with a hero point. It's a classic. We're here to see it. The divine light just scatters against the wall next to the Hell Knight, just briefly illuminating it, making it look all the more threatening for a moment. And that ends Zekun's turn. Over to Flint.
All right. Flint, taking a moment to note the sudden massive shadow of a Hell Knight showing out. But they're going to switch to their throwing knife. So one action switch. He's going to take a step out so he can see these guys, and he's going to take a first shot at this to the Hell Knight right in front. And that is a 2. So I'm also going to oh man, what a start. I'm also going to hero point that. Rerolling that for a... Oh my god, and that one. What is happening?
We're off to a great start.
Going so well.
The shortest podcast
Crazy.
ever.
I'm not having this. I'm going to... You know what? We got 2 hero points.
You cannot reroll. You can't
reroll a
reroll.
Of course not. Then in that case, I guess I'm just screwed. So Strode, switch weapon, tossed it, and missed.
Great. We move over to Lowen.
Yeah, I'm gonna stride first because my foundry froze and apparently I moved. So Lowen can't really see the he can see sort of the entrance of the tunnel or the exit, I guess, for these people, but he can't see the people. So he's just gonna sort of quietly kind of walk around the rest of the party so he can get a better look. Yeah, so Lowen's move behind these people and sort of like looks at the conga line as was described earlier down the hall, and will sort of make these kind of gestures and conjure up these 2 kind of like white darts, and he just sort of flicks them at or down this corridor as I cast Force Barrage.
And these are all going on the
first one that enters, yeah. Straight, because it's the first one he sees. So 7 points of damage total goes like straight into this.
Describe your kills.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was saying, yeah, so Lowen sort of like flicks, kind of like almost like casually like flicks them really quickly. And I feel like they sort of, even though they're flicked one after the other, the one catches up with the other and they kind of converge. And they just go straight to this person's heart, like right in the boob window. Just straight in there. Yeah.
We head to Sombra, who's glowing with some guidance.
I'm just saying, it's a classic move to go for the boob window.
Yeah.
In fact, Flint sees...
Just cover that up.
Yeah.
Should just cover that up.
Flint sees it and like nods and going, yeah, nice.
Nice.
With her shield up and noticing that she has a bit of glowing energy around her, she kind of looks around, sees that people are making good effort, and in this moment Sombra feels like, we can do this. Not all hope is lost, and she is going to go into her crane stance. And you see Sombra lift the shield up behind her as her left shoulder drops down to the ground. Her right shoulder is raised, and she sort of turns her body into a straight line. And she is going to move. So, crane stance, strode, and here she'll raise her shield.
Okay, Sombra moves into the tunnel, facing down the conga line of doom. That brings us to the first of our armigers, literally the one behind the second one in the line, who steps over the body of their fallen
Man,
comrade.
that's pretty metal just to step over this dead boy to stab you.
Oh yeah. First action steps over. They've got their a longsword in one hand, and literally brings their arm all the way back, their shoulder, like winding up this attack to deliver a power attack.
Oh no.
What's a power attack?
I was going to say, what is that?
The art isn't finished, Krifu.
Power attack is a melee strike, and if they hit, it doubles the damage dice.
Can anyone do that?
No.
You have to have the feat.
Seems OP.
And rolling.
Enemies do something Oh my.
Krifu.
Oh,
No.
Why?
Oh, no.
Okay.
It would have been okay if not for that. It would have been okay if not for that. Krifu rolled a critical.
Man,
was a critical
this guy
hit.
came out of nowhere, super metal, and then did a critical.
That was a natural 20
On who though?
On Sombra.
on Sombra.
Shit.
And to do 18 points of damage.
I'm still up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was ready to blow my horn.
But I didn't. I'm sorry. It didn't roll the power attack. It should have been 2d8 plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down. Whatever that is then.
So yeah, with another d8, that's 6.
I'm just immediately down.
24. So the longsword comes down and literally just slashes. Well, you raised your shield.
So that takes some of the
No,
damage,
if you
right?
don't have
This is-
if you don't have shield block, you cannot block with your shield. Raising your shield is only that you increase your AC,
For AC.
and you need the shield block reaction feed to actually block with your shield.
Okay, thank you, Lord
Oh.
Lore.
Okay, here goes.
Raise shield
This is
is-
so uncool.
Sounds less cool.
Also, since you were downed by a crit, you immediately go to dying 2 instead of starting at dying 1.
Oh, my days.
This is so uncool. As in, I charge out and the first thing is a hit.
I think this also underlines the threat that Hell Knights are.
Yeah.
So
I think we got a bit cocky when that first one died real easy.
I made a calculator. I was like, if it's not a crit,
Yeah,
I should be
yeah.
able to take at least one round.
So yeah, that was the Hell Knight. As it slashes across Sombra's body, she just crumples to the ground,
Face, body, legs,
Damn.
everything.
splashing into the green water. We have a second Hell Knight who is going to stride forward. So literally just is going to step through their friend's space and over Sombra's body as its first action. And then we'll stride up to Flint, dashing, splashing the water as you hear a voice. What's a Datari doing with these rebel scum? And we'll slash down with their longsword
Okay.
on you.
oh my.
23 to hit
That hits.
for 8 points
Woof.
of damage. And we go to Nico.
Oh my god. I thought I was going to be able to chill at the back here.
I'm the one
I felt
chilling
these
now.
are the serious Hell Knights, because the ones that I dealt with earlier weren't this hardcore.
I reckon they sent the noob in first, right? Okay, this changes everything. I saw Sombra. They were super tough and like worked out, but now they're dead, and this changes everything. Right, Tari, do some work, and
I just got stabbed. What are you doing?
and I'll cast guidance on you, and then on the Hell Knight, because I've got my shield, but the arm that's behind the shield on my little gauntlet has got a whole bunch of cutlery in slots, and I'll pull out like a spoon from the gauntlet, and I'll cast needle darts, and I'll cast it on that Hell Knight.
Your signature spell, that.
Yeah, so I shape the spoon like melds into 3 needles from a piece of metal in my possession, and flies out in a tight group to one target. So yeah,
He's going to have some cover because
Kobold's tiny, no
Yeah.
cover.
he's going to have some cover, a lesser cover. But yeah, go ahead and shoot.
Whoa.
That's a
So
hit.
close to a natural 20, but
That's
that
a
hits
hit.
for 21.
3d4. 10.
Describe your
Nice.
kill.
Nice.
Teaspoon of death.
Nice.
The
That's the T.
teaspoon. Punk, 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 punk.
That needs to go on a t-shirt, just a metal spoon.
It goes boob, boob, throat.
Perfect.
Punk, punk, punk.
We've got 2
Absolutely
hellknights
turned to him
left.
and going like, I thought you were a chef. That was...
Considering recent events, we have the spoons for this.
Yes. Yes, Marcus. Good legend.
Man. It wouldn't be a show about Marcus making some great dad jokes.
I know, it's perfect.
The last Hell Knight strides twice, and we'll target Flint, because that's the only person
That's
I
cool.
can target
Yeah,
here.
Flint's like
with-
loosely standing there going, come on then.
as she brings the longsword down to slash and misses on a 9.
That's not fair. Where's that crit? Come on.
And we come to round 2, Zekun.
Yeah, Zekun was just all of this has happened just in a few seconds, and Zekun was just looking around, had briefly put that guidance spell on Sombra, and then that stroke with the sword happened, and the fetchling went down. The armigers approached the party, and Zekun is having some flashbacks to unpleasant times, which he presses down, he inhales. And first of all, there's priorities here. There's people on the ground. With his first 2 actions, I'm going to cast a 2-action heal on...
Awesome.
That should be within range. That's 30... Wait, let me double check. Maybe... No! No, that's just not
She's
in
35
range.
feet away.
Oh.
You can move into allies' squares,
Ouch.
though, right?
Wait, but... I can move through Flint, and one of these Hell Knights is dead on the ground anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get through them.
Yeah. I was about to do something else with my stride action, but we gotta get the fetchling back up. So Zekun is going to instead move past Flint, past the downed Hell Knight, getting further into the hallway here, and then spend my remaining 2 actions on a 2-action heal, which will restore a grand total of 16 hit points maximum on the healing roll. And as what you would notice, especially Flint would notice this as Zekun passes by, the moment he moves, you feel a warmth radiating off from him, and the algae-covered water is actually spawning more algae and plants for a moment.
Nice.
As this golden burst of light flies from Zekun into Sombra, and then the additional algae rot away immediately. And that brings us over to Flint's turn.
Okay. Yeah,
So
very
cool.
cool. Flint's gonna... He looks up at this Hell Knight that just missed him. He's bloody. And he goes, my turn. I'm gonna draw my rapier and stab him with it. It's a 14 to miss.
Hero point.
Yeah,
hero
I'm gonna
point.
roll that hero point up. Man,
Come on, come on.
oof. Gonna reroll with a hero point for a total. Oh, come
It's been a bad dice night for the party.
Alright, well, shit. I'm going to. That's fine. I'm gonna use Scamper to get out of the range of this Hell Knight anyway. So Flint takes a swipe and then ducks into shadows. Yeah.
Books it. Do you have an ability called Scamper?
Yeah, it's called Scamper. He's not proud of it. It's not the most amazing, but as a kobold, it works. As he goes, shit, and I kind of like moves down to his haunches and like ducks into the darkness.
I love that.
We come to Lowen.
Right, I think Lowen sort of looked at what Nico was doing and just sort of thinks like, I can do that. And will reach into their pocket and they pull out like this metal toy soldier that they have, and they sort of like hold it in their hand and like make a fist, and then sort of fling it out, and the toy soldier are now just 3 needles and will target the little Hell Knight that's in the room with them.
Nico sees that and gives the nod of respect.
Yeah. That's a bad roll. I'm gonna hero point that because that was an 11.
No way that's going to be a 1.
God, don't
Say that. It's a 25.
Oh,
now, so
thank
an 18 on
God.
the die. So those.
That's a hit.
That is 9 points of damage. Does it get?
Describe your kill.
Oh, okay, cool. I think so Lowen's been quite casually standing here, so like he take out like the toy soldier sort of like flicks his hand kind of like lazily in that direction, and I think they sort of like go right in the face, but like and then like 2 go in the face and then 1 goes like straight in like the artery, and I think this person just drops to the floor. For my last action, I will draw a dagger. And that's my turn.
That brings us to Sombra.
Sombra wakes up, her back flat on the ground, and she notices she's a splitting headache. She doesn't feel cold anymore from the blood having seeped out of her, but she also notices that the sides and the corners of her eyes are wet, like she started crying, like she's remembered something. At her feet, she sees the fucking hellknight, tilts her head backwards and sees the party there and is sort of surprised why they didn't run, why they didn't go.
Shit, why didn't we run actually? We could have left her there.
Running was an option.
Oh, damn.
In that moment, she is going to get up with a cool backflip, so I went to spend 1 action for getting her from prone. Pop. Second action, going into crane stance. As I immediately just put my right foot backwards, I lift my left arm and hand, but I keep my fingers pointed down. And I immediately lunge forward with my left hand pointed, with my fingers pointed down for my first strike. Let's go.
Powerful fist.
I do like I was thinking as well. I was like, wow, what a move. Just powerful fist.
Yeah. Get him a body bag.
Oh, put him in the body
And
bag.
I move forward and I lower my knee and I immediately go for this fucker's throat.
It's a crit.
Roll that damage.
Jesus.
26.
Yeah, let's go.
And I roll for 16 damage, max damage.
Describe your kill.
Absolutely body this
As
dude.
the back of my left hand goes up underneath the helmet, and you actually see the body lift upwards. As the body is slowly suspended, for a flourish, I'm going to raise my back hand over my head and like a windmill, just chop the body downward into the sewer floor with this satisfying splash, and as their armor just like shattering.
The massive damage immediately kills them.
And Sama just turns around. Why are you still here?
We should go now.
Yes. Going. Go. I'm taking the rear. Go.
And as the party heads south down through the sewers, having to crouch down once more into these cramped tunnels, we end our episode there.
Oh my god. Thank you,
Nice
Dai,
starter.
for giving me a little bit of coolness at the end.
Yeah.
How uncool.
Yeah.
I'm badass. Run down critical death. Oh man.
It just shows how swingy everything
Yeah.
is.
So
So
swingy.
Tumble Through presents Twilight's Edge, a Pathfinder 2nd edition actual play of the Council of Thieves adventure path, converted from Pathfinder 1st edition. Tumble Through uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy, paizo.com/licenses/fan content. Tumble Through is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Incorporated and Paizo products, visit paizo.com.